Gayle, what were the issues discussed at your panel?
So I did we just did the ecology and theology panel, and it was kind of cool because we actually did it as a fusion. We had the theology group and the religion and science group propose speakers and put it together. So we really dealt with like the theology of environmental issues. It was a fascinating panel. The speakers were amazing, and what was great was there's just huge discussion during the course of it. So I think it was really great.
And why do you think the discussion of this issue is important today?
Well, I think the environmental question has become a very important one for Orthodox. I mean, the ecumenical patriarch is the green patriarch, and he's kind of set an agenda that it's something that needs to be discussed. If you look at real problems in the world, I mean, you know, the water temperature of the oceans have gone up tremendously in the last couple of years. We really have significant environmental problems, and that leads to a lot of social justice issues and other things like that. So I think discussing it in the context of the church is very, very important, and coming up with a theology of how to handle how we understand nature and our relationship with nature will only help us to deal with it. I mean, one of the things that came up as a really big issue throughout the session was the distance between what we believe and what we're actually doing as Orthodox Christians. Trying to do more environmental work, trying to be more green in our approach. Those were things that were very important. So I felt like this was a really important panel.
And lastly, how do you think IOTA as an organization can help the discussion in the future?
Look, this kind of discussion wouldn't have taken place, I think, easily outside of IOTA. It was the fact that we could actually pull theologians together with environmental people that we got it. So you actually saw there were scientists in the room, there were theologians in the room, there are eco-theology people in the room. So it was a broad mix. We also, I think, wouldn't have gotten as international a group. What often happens is, a country has the dialogue on it, but here we had scholars from the US, Canada, Britain, and in the audience we had people from France and from all over. So that breadth of discussion gives you a different perspective. For instance, one of the topics was on these churches and church grounds in Ethiopia that are, that the Orthodox Church there uses, that are huge forests, whole forests, that are being used both for conservation but also as places of worship. I mean, I've never heard of them before. I mean, but here you come to this sort of an international conference and you hear about it, that you discuss it. So I think we're getting ideas that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So IOTA brought all that to the fore.